Well, I don't know whether I'm actually on or not. I don't see any. Oh, wait a minute. If I go there. There it is. Okay, so Alt F5. Does that get rid of that? Or Alt Z? No, that's not what I want. Okay. So, alright, I can hear myself sort of. Gotta mute that. Alright, so now how do let's see, public view. Okay, so I can go there. Now how do let's see, and I can mute that as well. And alright, I don't see, I guess I can't see all the current viewers whenever they ever show up, if ever. It's my first attempt at live streaming on YouTube, and of course I am also suffering from some laryngitis here, so let's see. Turn up my mic a little bit. I don't know if that'll help or not. I don't know if anybody will even up. So anyway, let's see. Get back over here to Skyrim and see how my delay is. It's about 5 to 10 seconds, I guess. I'll try to be gentle. With movements. I'm streaming at 30 frames. So even though I'm getting somewhere closer to 60, trying to... So this is a new-ish character, but he's done several things. We started out with alternative start, and I'm trying to remember why I am where I am. I believe I came over here for... I came over here so I could trigger the unbound / whatever. And this is my Kikaha character. He's my regular Imperial time / world traveler between worlds, based on a fictional character by Philip Jose Farmer. This one, we did the... he's kind of a prototype for another Skyrim Fits and Starts episode or series. And we used Alt Start to start with Robbed and Left for Dead. And this one, actually, is the first time I've actually landed in this particular spot, which was up by Bethardums, the or one of, I forget what's called, Deep Folk Crossing, I think it is, where one of the pieces of Ethereum is. And so I thought, okay, well, we're in Reach, so and there are several things about Kikaha that are unique, and I've tried to build a mod list that will help make this character interesting. Kikaha is as I've said, he's based on a fictional character from a series of books called The World of Tears, and he's an experienced traveler between worlds. He's very suspicious of anything that he doesn't craft himself, so he has no compunctions about gathering things from dead bodies, particularly, although he'll never wear anything from a dead body. He's made all of his own weapons, all of his own clothing so far. This is a piece of armor from Immersive Armors. I forget which one it's called. I'll look in a second. You can see the little pouch on his belt there. That's from another armor mod called Regal Huntsman. He made his big iron broadsword there. He makes all his own potions. So essentially, when he finds potions in the world, I will only gather ones that I know I won't use. That way I will recognize that I can sell them and that I haven't made them. Anything that I know I'm going to want to use, I make myself, and I don't gather anything similar. So, like health potions, magic potions, stuff like that. Pardon me while I'm trying to keep the YouTube in view here. I know this is going to end up saved on my channel, I guess. So I'll pop it into our Facebook group. I want to be careful of what I show here, PII and all that crap. I'm not used to doing this, so there's nothing particularly untoward that anybody's going to see. But I want to make sure I'm careful with that. So, for some reason, with this ENB running, when I pop back in and out, it starts out faded and then fades back in. It's kind of weird that way.
And if they do, they'll kill them. That's not much of a prank.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do?
So we're here in Riverwood to just acquire a quest or two and continue. So essentially,
well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer.
Yes, well, I am a customer.
That.
That's okay. I'm used to family squabbles. This book on meditation here is from a mod called Simple Actions.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open.
Well,
Feel
and that's
free to shop.
Good thing too.
The Riverwood Trader is.
I might have
Take a
things
look.
to sell. Let's see what I have in my inventory. So essentially, as I was saying, Kikaha wants to make things himself. He's very adamant about making his own items, anything he's going to use, but he's not above selling things, certainly. We need to visit a smelter and smelt some of that ore. So having started in the Reach, we went directly to Markarth, sneaking all the way, because when you start with that particular setup, you have nothing. You can punch a few wolves to death if you're careful, and you can sneak your way around things. So I role-played it into Markarth, and we immediately got involved in the Forsworn conspiracy. So we spent some time in Sithna Mine, and we became friendly with Madnak. So that's why we have the armor of the old gods. And so I consider that a gift. And so Kikaha is wearing the boots and the gauntlets, but he's sticking to his Highwayman's mail for now, because we're not a destruction mage anyway. At this point, I'm going to keep those items, and I'm going to probably convert Kikaha to a heavy armor wearer anyway. So we're going to do that right now, and we're going to sell the highwayman mail that we made. And we're going to sell these miner's boots and try to remember to put the iron boots. We also made those iron boots in Markarth. Now here's some potions that we picked up so that we can sell those. And the magics, everything else we made ourselves.
I better get back to cleaning.
So,
Hey, the way you walk around at home is your own business.
Yeah, I know, I'm naked.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I'll change that quickly. I'm sorry about that. So we have some gold because we did some buying and selling in Markarth. Currently, we do not have a travel lantern. We're not going to buy one of those. We're going to craft our own. That's from Wearable Lanterns mod. There's very few things that I consider it fair to buy. Property is one of them, of course. Foods I can't make myself. Cheese, things like that. Bread one can bake if one has an oven. Pelts, metal ores and ingots one can gather. Charcoal one can make with the right mods, etc. Soul gems one cannot craft, so if I need one I will buy one, but mostly those get picked up. Lockpicks are harder to craft, but with Ars Metallica, which I have running, you can do that once you've taken the first stage of smithing, but it may or may not work sometimes with alongside Ordinator. I'm not 100% certain of that. So anyway, Kika has, I believe, he picked up some lockpicks along the way. So let's head on out and...
Damn thieves.
We're going to go to the smelter over here. We have JK's Riverwood running, so there's a little bit of extra
A dragon!
stuff
I saw
here.
a dragon!
Yes, you
What?
did.
What is it now, Mother?
Did, Hilda.
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
I saw him
It
too.
flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Holy smokes.
So
If you
we
keep
mined
on
a
like
bunch of
this,
silver in the mine, which is kind of handy way of starting the game. I found some interesting...
And I've got better to do than listen to more of your...
While Sven natters along there. Some interesting things happened during...
It what? Dragon. It'll kill us all and believe me.
process of that quest at level 1 and 2. It's pretty easy to go through at an early level, as long as you stay behind the crowd when they leave the mine. And it's not hard to kill what's his name there, as long as you throw in the first couple of slashes with the shiv, then you can back off and let the rest of the prisoners take care of him. But of course, if you side with Madnak on the way out, I managed to kill Tonir Silverblood on the way out. If you side with them, you will then, of course, be... and here, let me remember to put my armor on. You will then, of course, be aggroed on all the guards in... oh, I'm such a moron. Alright, well, we're going to go craft ourselves some armor here, because I just sold my banded iron armor to Luke and Valerian.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
I need strips, I need 5 iron ingots, I have corundum.
Whatever you need.
So-
Buy you smear if it's simple and strong. You looking for a new blade? Looking
I'm
to
an
protect
idiot, so I
yourself
deserve
or
to
deal some damage?
lose a little money for this. So I want 5 of your iron ingots there, good sir. 5. And some leather strips. And I'm only doing this because I had it, I made a mistake, and I sold it. And I was being...
All right, then.
So I already made it once.
Iron or steel is what you need.
Oh, come on.
Leave that
Most
fancy
of us-
elven stuff to the elves.
Oh,
Hey, someone has to take it, right?
I could forge you a
So,
warhammer that would crush a giant's head like
in
a
order
walnut.
to make it
The
through
finest
the whole thing and
weapons
come
and
out
armor.
on the other end of Markarth without too much negativity, I decided to go ahead and get arrested. The problem with that turns out to be there are no beds in... there we go.
You the
All right.
sneaky type?
So
Got some
let's
nice
make a silver amethyst ring. That'll up our
daggers
sneaking
around
a
here
little bit.
somewhere.
And another silver amethyst ring. And another silver amethyst ring.
What do you want, Imperial?
Geralt's wolf mask. I forget which mod that comes from.
Yes?
Now I can make a travel lantern because I made a lantern before and I have some leather strips left over,
Yes.
so I can make my own travel lantern for wearable lanterns. And I'm going to leave everything else until I can...
Yes?
Alright, now I'm going to
Yes?
stop being naked for a while here. So I discovered that there's no bed, so it's kind of hard to sleep your way through your sentence when there's no bed in Sitna Mine. Luckily I had simple actions loaded, and so I used that to sleep, and
Need
it
something?
took me through serving out my sentence. So I got kind of lucky that way, and I don't know if that's if I just didn't find the bed, or
Good
I'm
evening.
an idiot and I missed something, or what, but that seemed to be a bit of a slightly buggy little item there that's
Yes?
the possible pitfall of doing that particular quest when I did it and how I did it. So, and this silly NPC from whatever mod is behind me here. Pardon me. I've been sick for about a week and a half, so at least you can't get my illness through. I'm going to make this Caribouille leather hood, which is not heavy, but it'll at least protect me until I can get a decent heavy armor helmet to wear.
Need something?
I'm not going to make anything else at this point. Let's see if
Yes?
I can upgrade my armor.
Whatever you need.
No, I
Buy
don't
you
have no
smear if
corundum,
it's
do I?
simple and strong. I can forge it.
That.
Need something?
Why don't you go away, bounty hunter? You don't even really belong here. Usually you're hanging out
You
somewhere
looking
else.
for a new blade?
She's
Good
actually
eve-
from Jobs of Skyrim. I'm out of iron there too. Oh well, enough of that.
Good evening.
All right. So I forget if there's a fire and a campsite on the outskirts of town here. No, not with this mod loadout. That's added by Frostfall maybe, and I don't have that running right now. So let's just go buy a night at the inn and have done with it.
Feindal thinks he Bella Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling you.
And then we'll decide what to do.
Here for work? Get an axe.
We got rooms and food. Drink,
So,
too.
you
I
mind
cook.
if I use that alchemy lab over there?
Long as you clean up. You know how to use it,
Well,
right?
kinda.
Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens.
Yeah,
A
I've
little
sort of
wheat and
experimented
blister
with that
wort makes a
little bit.
healing potion, if
You know, I'm
didn't
new
know.
here.
Hard not to. Until
Yale
next
is
time.
going bad. We need
Let's
to get
see
a new
what
batch.
we can do here. So we're
Did
gonna
you
make-
hear me?
Yep, ale's going
Okay, you'll
bad.
notice the
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You sure look like you could use some help.
so the names of the potions have changed slightly. They are a result of a mod called...
Give me a mug of ale.
Pardon me. Called Existential Alchemy. And that is... It changes a few things, which is pretty cool. And let's see, what else? Imstool. Let's see. Take that off of there. Frost Miriam, snowberries, and snowberries, and bone meal. And various other things I won't bore everybody with right now. Let's see. I think we've got enough. Not enough of that. Existential Alchemy changes a few sort of minor items about alchemy. It
You're that
moves
visitor, Ben Poke. Sure thing.
all
It's
of
yours
the
for a day.
fortify potions.
Coming right up.
And
The name's Hjormir, and I'm just the man for the job.
it changes a little bit of the values of potions and how they work. I also have several other mods loaded that affect not only alchemy but magic. I have one called Spell Research that I'm going to play with. I have another one called Spell Sword, which might be interesting. Hopefully none of these conflict too much with each other. And if anybody is there, I can't really tell. Do say hello. I'm trying to keep an eye on things here. Pardon my voice and this derpy nature of
Whatever
this,
you... Huh?
this is just playing around in Skyrim and experimenting with
Yes?
YouTube Live. Normally I'm on Twitch. I don't get many viewers there either, of course, but then I'm not out for the views. I'm just out for having some fun. We are running Rudy ENB, among other things. Many other mods. This is about 205 plugins and about 300 some odd actual mods, including textures and things. It looks pretty good from my end. It's hard to tell how good it looks on the streams, which tend to darken things down a lot. I didn't talk to Lucan about Skyfalls or Barrow. Now, what is that? That's something I'd never noticed before, those little designs there. Those are from something. That's the Illuminati symbol. What the heck? Okay, that might be one of the newer mods I've loaded. I've never noticed that before. That's very cool. So there are several items that I've already picked up that I think are related to the Spell Research mod. A couple of them are in here. This fascinating broken shield. Let's see. Does he still have that thing on? No. I gotta put this on. Yeah, the fascinating broken shield and something else in here came from there. Ancient text, that's another thing. So those are all related to spell research. And I need to find rolls of paper, ink, and quills, and then invoke the mod. I think there's a... let me level up here before we go any much farther here. I'm going to stick with stamina. And I have taken my smithing perk. taking my two. I'm gonna wait for, since I'm gonna be a two-handed sword wielder, I'll wait for that tree to open up. I'm gonna go for block here. And I'm gonna take a perk in Alchemy. Ordinator is very forgiving in Alchemy, and that it allows you all 4 ingredients at level 30, which is really nice, which isn't too hard to attain. And I find that a lot more forgiving than having to go to through stages, you know, 1 through 4, like you do in vanilla, which is just kind of really, I find, terribly restricting, and doesn't really give you a chance to play with things. I mean, you don't have to use Alchemy, and so I don't think it's such a stretch to have that experimenter perk down there at level 30. I know some people think it's a little OP, but maybe he could put 2 levels in and have it 2 and 4. But either way, I think I'd be fine with that if it was, say, level 30 and level 40 or something, or maybe it was configurable for that. But I don't know. So, and if anybody's interested in such things, the rock textures are from a mod called HZ Mountains, which I think is, very frankly, pretty damn awesome. It's one of the better mountain textures I've found anywhere. It just looks super good. It's photogrammetric, but a lot of photogrammetric mods have issues and don't end up looking good, and this one I think has just hit the mark in every way. So I'm going to switch over, if you'll pardon me again here, I'm going to switch over and look at my, see now there it says offline, that's analytics. I don't even know if that's actually streaming or not. And okay, so that's the, and Skyrim Derping Laryngitis edition is over here. I've been streaming for half an hour. Peak concurrent, 2 views, that's probably me. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Did I go back to the stupid frickin' be right back thing here? Hang on a second. So you found me. Let's see, was that Alt F5 to get rid of that? Get rid of that splash screen there. I'm sorry my voice sounds so horrible. And now my stupid stream seems to have gone back to, let's see, Alt F5. Come on, get this right. Sorry, I'm not used to streaming on YouTube yet, so I'm still. My public view seems to have gone to shit here. Oh, that's why. Because I have to hit play. Oh, for God's sake! I am such an inept moron when it comes to this stuff. Slightly less inept on Twitch, but even more inept on YouTube. So I don't know if you guys are still there or not, or got tired of me not knowing you were there. I'm trying to keep this updated. I'm just heading up to Bleak Falls here to see how things go. So Kikaha has he's come from the Reach via High Rock, where he was robbed and left for dead. Now let's turn down some of these audio And hello, Lori. I don't know who you are, but if you're still there, hello. Tell me if this game audio is too loud and my voice is too hoarse. I'm going to try to sneak by these guys and just head right up to Bleak Falls. Really, I can.
It's close enough.
Alright.
Now wait, this is
Not quite good enough.
no more.
You're as good as dead.
Where'd he go? Where did he go? Spellmard. I forget what's the Spellmard on.
So much easier to roll when you're dead.
God damn it!
Better jump down here before I die. Put this on my sword.
That's the last of them.
Now, I have all my autosaves turned off, so I'm going to end up all the way back down in Riverwood. But that's okay, because this is really just a... oh, no. I must have... somehow I autosaved there. Oh, because I leveled up. Is that where I leveled up? Yeah, probably is. So I have no idea if you know what I should do? I wonder if I should try watching this on my phone and see if sign myself in there. And it says there's 3 watching. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn the volume down on my phone. But of course the phone I can't see. Yeah, I can't. Well, I'm used to playing on PC, but I forgot she was behind me there. I'm so used to mouse and keyboard. I have problems with the stupid controllers. But I am notorious. You've probably never watched any of my videos, but I'm notorious for killing followers. It's one of the one of my worst habits. So I tend to travel as a lone wanderer here and in Fallout. By the way, was the game audio too loud? I turned it down a little bit, but and now there's a wolf there. That's weird.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Yeah, back off. Okay.
I'm warning
I'll bet this is a bandit
Back
trained
off.
wolf, right? So maybe I'll put ruin on the sword right away.
I'm warning.
Yeah.
Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Alright.
Gonna let you open.
Come on now. They blocked me.
For blood. Blood.
Yeah, there's probably a random skeever too, full of poison, right? Yep, full of poison. And my health is going down. Let's see. I don't have any resist poison potions. So I'm only level 4, so let's see if I can get a good block.
For
in
blood.
here.
For glory. Easily
Oops.
blocked.
Yeah, easily blocked. You're pretty powerful, aren't you? Let's see. Got a slash or two in there. Yeah, missed.
Take your best shot. You'll need to do better than that.
This is also, by the way, I'm using
Yeah.
Ultimate Combat here and Combat Evolved, which are, or rather than the Wildcat, which people use.
Pray to your gods for
nowadays.
mercy.
So, and I, I have the silly habit of, as I'm backing away from the microphone. So, I'm really getting quieter and quieter.
Oh, not so fast. Beg for your miserable life.
Give me a swing. There we go. Alright. So combat is pretty interactive with Ultimate Combat. So now my my character, I don't know how long you've been watching or whether you heard my explanation, but my character only wears and uses what he can make himself. But he's not above gathering things that are worth selling. So, the Nodachi is probably worth it for the weight. Or Nodichi or whatever it is. And let's do a quick save here. And we'll field dress this wolf. This is Hunterborn, in case you're not familiar with that mod. So I should have enough items here to create some interesting things. So let's make a bone ring. That's good for sneaking. The jagged ring won't do much for me. I don't need a hunting knife. Can't make any arrows yet. But I don't have a bow, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna have to make our own bow. But I'll put that ring on. That'll be handy. Let's see, where'd that go? Right there. So, and I made this mask. It doesn't really do me much good except, yeah, it takes up the same slot as my hood, so I'm not going to do that. Now I know there's a loot chest up at the top here. We might as well go grab what we can out of that. Anybody up here? No. So, we don't take potions that we're going to mix up with ones we make, because we don't take potions unless we know we made them ourselves. Can't be too careful, you know. A lot of the other textures besides the rocks are from Skyland. And once we get in the dungeon, the textures in there are from Vivid Dungeons and Ruins. This is going to be interesting since I only have my sword. But with the ring, maybe I can sneak up on them a little bit better. Oh shoot, I forgot. I gotta eat and drink here. I was able to manage to make myself a couple of water skins and gather some food. Let's see, one more cabbage oughta, yeah, that does it, good. And we better save there. And let's get rid of the widgets. Oh, shoot.
I knew it.
A wannabe. Alright, a wannabe.
Going to enjoy killing you.
I'm gonna enjoy running away right now. Since 2 against 1 is kind of
Close.
Let's try to get some rock between me and this one here.
I think you're bleeding.
Yeah,
You're
alright.
pathetic.
So the warrior is the lesser of the two. Let's try to get the Khajiit first. Alright, good, yes. Alright. Cut you down. Alright, good. Hello, the last Junkers. Yeah, well, isn't it everybody's favorite game? You'll have to excuse my voice. I have a nasty case of laryngitis. I probably shouldn't even be talking. But this is a heavily modded game. If you're used to watching Skyrim, you'll probably recognize that. Combat-wise, I'm using Ultimate Combat and Combat Evolved. And I am going to save Scum a lot. And I'm playing on Adept right now. I don't play Overwatch. Both my kids do. And yes, I'm 60, so ooh, ow, a shock sword. So yeah, I have actually all 3 of my kids play Overwatch. My oldest plays a lot of it. He's 34. But we've been gaming since they were kids. I've been gaming since the 80s. So I've tried Fortnite, which I really enjoyed. That I can take and sell. That okay. But I always figured I suck enough at some games that I'd probably be more of a drain in a team on Overwatch than I would be an asset. So I just decided I probably wouldn't play it. So. One of these days I will. I tried PUBG, but it was just too toxic for my taste. But Fortnite is fun, so I enjoyed that. But I play a lot of Skyrim because I do a lot of modding. So I don't play Skyrim on the PS4 because PS4. But I do play games on PS4. We'll come back. This, in case anybody's interested, this is Atlas the Pack Pony. That's a mod. I played Horizon on the PS4. It was awesome. And, you know, The Last of Us and various other things.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
But, yes, the archer. Gotta take care of her. Ooh, I missed. Son of a bitch. What was that? Got her down. And
let's see what you.
That is run. Is this guy shouting at me? That is highly unusual. I do play Fallout, yes. Mostly on PC, and on my Xbox One. Oh, I seem to have attracted... Oh, I know what this is from. This is from Genesis. That's where that's from. Alright, Genesis is a... Yeah, oh boy. Alright. I'm gonna go way back because I don't have any autosaves turned on. So I'm going to end up right back down at the bottom of the mountain. Or no, I quick saved a few times, didn't I? I did say I was safe scumming. I've played Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I played a little bit of the original Fallout, but I'm not a big turn-based fan, so didn't play much of that. So those Draugr coming up there, those are from a mod called Genesis, which is a spawn mod.
I've had a jump!
And that little roll, that's from Ultimate Combat. So let's not forget to save scum again there. I don't think I'm going to be able to stand up to these Draugr in here at my current level. Let's just check the options here. Surface spawns. Spawn if other hostiles. So I can't change the level of spawns. Allow unleveled. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that, that's for sure. Gotta hop over there. Hey, take care. Thanks for watching. Yeah, check out my series, my Manfred Testerson series. It's kind of a little idea I had for a Let's Play. I might make a few more of those. So have a good day. Take care, man. And long load screens. Alright, so now I'm going to wish I had a bow. You still there, Michelle, or did you hop off?
So we're just supposed to sit here when Arvid runs off with that golden claw?
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us risking our necks.
What if Arvid doesn't come back? I want my share from that claw.
We're gonna have
Just
to.
shut it. Keep an eye out for trouble.
Is someone there?
If those Draugr appear
Time
again,
to end this little game.
I think I'm gonna probably make discretion the better part of valor, and where'd she go? There she is. Well, they didn't appear this time. All right, good. Not taking the bow. Can't use the bow. Well, I can sell it. I just can't use it. Nice. Okay. So now those shout-wielding Draugr, so they're random spawns from Genesis, so they may or may not show up again. If they do, I'll probably turn tail and run, because I'm pretty certain they're way over my level. Is there a chest up here? I don't remember. There's something up on the top of these stairs here. No. No, we don't take potions that we might make and then mistake for ones we made. So let's Let's let this poor schmuck kill himself here. Ah, yes. Poor sod. One of the few puzzles I remember the sequence to by heart. And we'll take your money. We can take these linen wraps though. Although, think about it, my crafting restrictions, I can make linen wraps out of clothing, but there's really only one place I can get clothing, so, and that's either by buying it or as a drop at the beginning of the game, so I guess it's fair to grab linen wraps. Anything that's sort of impossible to craft. And there's another fascinating broken sword blade. I gotta figure out what mod those are from. I think that's from Spell Research. Might be from Spell Sword as well. Here come deceivers. Alright, and I gotta remember to level up here. Let's get some ingredients out of these guys. But we won't be eating any skeever meat. And how am I doing on my... I'm up there. I think I'll leave these guys to rot. There's enough loot in here, I don't want to weigh myself down too much. Don't take any poisons I can't make myself.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Hotnir? Bjorn!
Now, I don't have a resist poison
But I need help.
potion, and I better save scum here. Let me level up. How many levels do I have? I think I have 2. So, let me take a health. Oh, I don't have 2. Damn it. Have I leveled enough of my two-handed up here? Not yet. Trained fighter. That might not be a bad idea with this spider. Don't need a block, but you know what? Maybe armor, you gain a small amount experience when wearing at least 2 pieces, which I am, so I think I'll do that. And now, having done that, we'll scum again. And... my stamina build back up. But I have every chance of being killed in one shot by this spider if I can get a good power shot in with her. Yep.
Keep it away from me!
Boy, this is gonna be tough without a bow.
Keep it away from me!
This is gonna be tough without a bow. Alright, save there.
No, not again! Help!
Ah, she gets me right away. No. I don't.
Kill it! Kill it!
I may have to go back and find some materials, craft myself a bow, and come back to get her. Or is there any way?
Kill it! Kill it! You, over here!
I can get past her. And yes, there is. Now, can I get to Arvel's body without getting killed by her? Just need that claw. Alright. Okay, well, that was a good strategy. Depending on whether or not I can get past the rest of these nasties. Let's see. I'm pretty sure she can't make it through the doorway. Let's see, is there anybody else watching here? I can't tell. I don't know what I'm looking at, this silly interface here, so I'm going to stop worrying about it. But with Genesis spawns running in, all bets are off, kind of. And I think I'm still on Adept here, right? Yeah. So, I didn't want to make it like completely ridiculous. Oh, rodents. That's not one of the living ones. This one over here is. Well, these guys are still low level. So, Amulet of Kinnereth. Now you notice the amulets don't have, if anybody's watching or listening, the amulets don't have a value. I believe that comes from the mod called Religion in Skyrim, which removes the cure disease options from all the shrines and allows you to obtain prayer hymns and things. And that's the way, well, you can level up your what's the word? Well, how each of the Aedras see you, and you can gain buffs and debuffs that way. Now, I did not step on that. I stepped around it. Alright, this is a white, I think. Or a scourge. Restless. Maybe it's one level up anyway. Let's see if I can get this one before the other ones get active. Right. And there's one more in here somewhere. There it is. So, let's see, Draugr. I better shut that off in case I have to dash for safety. So if I want to go back and get Atlas the pack pony, I'm going to have to dash past Shelob the spider again, or come around from the other side. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get Atlas or not. Let's see, and grab you. Two-handed can get so overpowered if but it's still a fun way to play. So, but without a bow, again, when I get to the Overlord at the end there, I'm gonna have to use some of my own potions that I made to try to get a good hit on him before he can shout at me, and then I'll probably have to do a lot of ducking and dodging. On weight carrying here, we're still okay. So let's see, get some. I should be able to make some resist shock. Like that, and we're gonna mine some ore here. I do like doing it by hand, but it uses up a lot of stamina, so when I know I'm about to get into a fight, I'll usually not. Sometimes this is a troll, sometimes it's a draugar. I was playing on my Switch the other day, and it was a troll because my character is in the 20s. Let's see. So we take this stuff, lockpicks. Alright, that's enough glowing mushrooms. Let's get some rocks in there. That looks like it's probably right about there. I think we can afford to field dress another skeever here. Get some leather. Did I get a pelt out of that? Yes, good. Alright. Should be able to make a bow with some leather strips and some wood once I get back out of here. Oh, what the heck. Grab a couple more of these. Alright. And let's see. Here's where we get to this. This one's a Scourge or a White, I think. So let's do a quick save there. And we can maybe dash in on him and do a power slice. Yes. Ooh, ooh. Ah, okay. That was odd. Maybe the game was just a little slow to catch up there. And there's a chest over here.